Hey everyone, how are you? I hope you all are doing fine. This is Sheetal and I make plant related, health related and a few DIY videos on my channel. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to gifting someone, we go on thinking, I have a best option for you all, which is plant. You can gift people plants and it's a really great option. And you get plants in all kind of price ranges, right? Right from 20 rupees you get till 10,000, 15,000 also, and this is the best gifting option, and you are going to help people decorate their house with plants and they are going to fall in love with plants. So today I am here with 10 such plants which are really easy to maintain if you are gifting someone who is not a plant person, who is a total beginner and who just want to keep a plant at their house. Then you can go for any of these plants and they are going to bless you, they are going to be happy with you. But don't give them hard level plant like ferns or calatheas. They will think, what is this? I can't take care of this plant, and if that plant dies on them, then imagine they are not going to buy any plant again. So better give them one of these simple options which I am going to give you today. So stay tuned and keep on watching. So I have made a list of 10 plants which I am carrying with me because I don't remember their scientific names. So I thought, why not make a list of their scientific names. Anyways, I am going to put it on the screen also, the scientific name. Still, you would love to know them while I am talking. So I thought, why not make a list and tell you the names of all the plants which I am going to show you. So my first plant on today's list is this beautiful, let me take it here. This is the first plant which I am going to talk about today, and it's a ponytail palm. If you can see, it looks like a ponytail. That's why it is called ponytail palm. But even though it has named ponytail palm, but it's not a palm tree. Trust me, it's a succulent family tree. I am going to show you a few pics how this plant grows in its natural habitat, and it grows really big and really tall. So this is the first plant. If you can see the pictures, all the pictures I am putting here. So this is the succulent family plant. So definitely it doesn't need much of a water. I think this is ponytail nalomi. I don't remember, and I forgot to write its name. So I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen. Its exact name. So it has a look of pony. So it is called ponytail palm, but it's a succulent basically. And as it is a succulent, it needs well-drained soil because it doesn't want much of a water. This is its caudex, and it stores a lot of water in its caudex. So, but still we have to water it once a month maybe. But before watering, just check its soil. I had watered it 2 days back only, and still you can see the terracotta pot, it's still wet. There is a lot of water. Recently I have repotted this into this pot because it was completely, it had filled its previous pot completely. So I have repotted it in a bigger pot, and I doubt now I'll have to repot it again in another 3-4 years because it's a slow grower. It doesn't grow that much faster. It has such a beautiful leaves and it looks so beautiful, this big round caudex and its stem and leaves. It's really pretty plant to gift someone, and it's very easy to maintain, very easy to keep at your home. It needs bright light. Definitely it needs bright light. It doesn't thrive in low light conditions. It's a desert plant, so it will be happy if you give it a little bit of sunlight also, morning sunlight or bright light, whole day bright light. It will be happy for that. And it doesn't need much of a water. You don't have to take much of a care, and during its growing time you have to feed it, otherwise it's fine. And I don't like cutting its leaves, that's why I did not cut it, but you can cut it and give it a nice shape also. I like it the way it looks in its natural form. So I have kept it like this only. So this is my first plant, ponytail palm, and this is the first on the list. Next, move on to the second one. Second one is my all-time favorite, which I also received as a gift from a friend, my Sansevieria. This is Sansevieria laurentii. This one, if you can see, it has really beautiful foliage, beautiful pattern, and with this edges with yellowish color. I have one more, which is, I don't know exact name of it. I checked it on Google Lens also. Sometimes it's showing cylindrica, sometimes it's showing starfish. It has that starfish shape, but I'm not sure if it is a cylindrica or starfish. And anyways, it's a dwarf variety which I have. It doesn't grow that taller like this. It won't grow this taller. It will be a shorter only. So this is the snake plant, Sansevieria cylindrica or starfish, I don't know. So this is, if you know, please do comment and tell me which variety it is. I have this one more Sansevieria bird's nest, and if you can see, I have actually planted few of these in this pot also. So I have these three varieties of snake plant, and see this bird's nest, so pretty, right? This is golden one. You get full green also in this. They are really pretty. So this is the second plant on my list. As I keep on talking about it, I never stop talking about it, as it's very low maintenance. It's really hardy, really hard to kill. You can't, even if you try to kill this plant, you can't kill it. It can grow in low light, it can grow in bright light. If you try to keep it in direct sunlight also, it will do fine, because I have kept this one in direct sunlight and it was doing fine there also. So this is really best thing to gift to your friends. And even if you want to buy it for yourself, it's a very good air purifier, and it removes many toxic elements from the air. And one more good thing is, these snake plants, they throw out oxygen at night time also. Unlike other plants, they don't throw carbon dioxide, they throw out oxygen only at night. So this is the best plant to gift, and it's very low maintenance. It doesn't have, you don't have to worry much about it, and you just have to water it once in a month, or maybe more than that it can go, and it will stay at the place and it will do fine. This is the plant which doesn't need much of your attention. If you ignore this plant, it will do better. So this is the second on my list. I can't stop talking about this plant because I just love this plant. I love snake plant. It's really beautiful. It looks beautiful, and it's really very simple to care for. So definitely this is going to stay in my list forever. So this is the second plant, snake plant. So let's move on to the next plant, and which is Dracaena marginata magenta. If you can see the taller one or not, I'm not sure. Maybe you can't see. I will flip it like this and you will be able to see it. Okay. So I have this bigger one and this smaller one too. They grow like this only. They don't get branches or anything. They will grow straight like this. And look at the foliage it has. Look at the foliage it has. It has three colors. Few greens, few shades of greens, few shades of pink, few of grey, and it's look really beautiful, really pretty. And if you want it to branch, then you just have to cut it. You can propagate the plant with cutting also. So you just cut its stem, put it in the soil, and it's going to root out. And where the mama plant, what will happen to it? It will start branching from the place where you cut. I'm going to do that soon with this also, because it's growing taller and I want it to branch. So if you get smaller one, you can keep it on the desk. Best plant for your desk. And if you go for taller one, then it can stay on your floor also. It gives really good tropical vibes and it looks very beautiful on floor as well if you have taller plant. Very low maintenance plant. It doesn't need much of a water. You just have to check its soil. If it is dry, then only water it. Otherwise, don't water it. It will not respond well for overwatering. This is also underwater plant and it needs bright light. If you keep it in very dark room, then these colors will not appear that well. These colors respond to bright light well. And yeah, it has this browning tips problem, but I don't bother about it, so I am happy with this plant. Apart from marginata, there are many other varieties in dracaenas. You can go for them also. So let's move on to the plant number 4, and that is Aglaonema, Chinese evergreen. This is also a very hardy plant, very hard to kill. These are plants I am talking about. Only way to kill them is water them a lot, keep their soil soggy, moist, then only they will die. Otherwise, they are very much drought tolerant. They do well in underwater conditions. So I have this Aglaonema. I was having bigger plant which I propagated, and bigger plant I have gifted it to somebody. So before gifting, I tried to take out these small pups from it, and I don't know, they are not growing. I'm waiting for them to shoot new growth. Let's hope they will grow. Maybe I planted them in little bit bigger planter and they are concentrating on their rooting right now, so they are not shooting any outside growth. So I'm waiting for them to shoot little bit outside growth. I will put its scientific name on screen. I don't remember its scientific name, but you can see apart from being hardy, it gives you a color option with its foliage. If you can see, it has pink, green and little bit yellowish shades on its leaves. And trust me, a bigger plant also, it gives those all shades, and it is low light tolerant. Low light tolerant means what? It can survive in low light, but if you keep it in low light, these colors won't show. It will just go green. You won't get colors in it. So if it needs bright light, if you keep it in bright light, then definitely it's going to give you more colors. And if you are okay with it's showing only green, then you can go and keep it in low light place, and it will do fine. It will grow there also. So this is the plant number 3, and I have one more which I keep on showing you. Chinese evergreen, Silver Bay. This one. In all the Aglaonemas, I love this most because I love its foliage. If you can see this, it has such a pretty silver color on its leaves. I just love this pattern on it, as if somebody painted it. Nature has painted it. It's so pretty. I have this yellow leaf, but I don't want to cut it right now. I'll let it crisp out completely and I'll just pull it back, pluck it back, because I don't like cutting leaves before they dry out, because if you cut there is a chances of any kind of infection, bacterial infection. So I always try to let them dry at the plant only. So that's the Chinese evergreen. So let's move on to the next plant. Which one is it? This is my next plant, which is rubber plant. Ficus elastica. Yes, I remember its scientific name. Ficus elastica. Oh my god, actually it's planter. This outside planter is very much heavy, so I'm not able to hold it properly. So this is my Ficus elastica. I have this burgundy one. It has beautiful thick wax finish leaves, and it has beautiful color also, which is burgundy. You get them in green color as well and variegated version also. If you can see the pictures, I'm putting pictures over here. So all look beautiful and it's very easy to care for. It's an air purifying plant which you can keep in your bedroom, or if you get bright light in your whichever room you have bright light, you can keep it in that room, because it responds really good for bright lights. Even though if you train it to be in direct sunlight, direct sun, then also it will do great, because it grows better when it gets light, when it receives light. So always try to keep it in a bright light. And watering is same. Once its soil dries out, this one is, if you can see, this one is dried out mostly, so I'll have to water it in another 1 or 2 days. I just wait until even though its soil is dried, I wait for another 1 or 2 days. It's better to keep them underwater than overwater them. Overwatering is really bad for plants, and they really start rotting their roots and they start dying, and then they don't grow. So better do underwater, but don't go for overwatering plants. Apart from root rotting, other problems also start, like getting many insects, bugs in your soil, fungus. You introduce fungus also due to overwatering. So always skip overwatering. Do not overwater your plants. So this is the plant number, what's the number, I forgot. Plant number 5. Yeah, plant number 5 it is, and that is Ficus elastica. This is also one of the beautiful choice to gift to your friends, and beautiful plant to have at your home, and very hardy, very low maintenance. So let's move on to the other plant, and that is Dieffenbachia. I have this smaller one. So as this one is small, you can keep it on the desk. It looks very beautiful if it is visible to you properly. See, it has such a beautiful pattern on its leaves. Dieffenbachia also has many varieties, many different kind of foliage. It offers different types of foliage, and they all look very beautiful. Actually, I didn't buy this. This is also a gift from a friend, and it's doing nice. This is a low light plant. It doesn't do good in bright light, and never try to keep it in direct sun, because it will definitely, it's going to become sad and die. So try to keep it in low light. This is the best low light plant. It really responds well in low light. It thrives definitely. It thrives in low light. And watering, again, check the soil before watering it. Do not overwater it. It responds good for underwater. So this is my another plant, Dieffenbachia, and you can go for any other variety of Dieffenbachia. There are many, and if you want to keep a plant on your floor, then you can go for bigger also. You get bigger plants also. This I have as a smaller plant, so I keep it on a desk. Mostly it stays on my daughter's study table. So, and this is a good air purifier. And another thing, whenever you handle plants, especially plants like Dieffenbachia, please do wash your hands properly, because these are the toxic plants. And if you have pets and kids, then please keep them at higher level. Keep them out of their reach, because these are toxic definitely for pets and babies, kids. Another favorite which I can't stop talking about, I will get it, it's hiding. Come. Philodendron Brazil. If you can see, it has many color patterns to offer, and every leaf of it is different. And again, its newly growing stems, they have this orange shade in it. Then plants are yellow, green, white colors on them, and it's really good. It grows really faster, and it doesn't ask much from you. You don't have to water it often. You just have to water once its soil dries out. Even though I wait for its foliage to droop a bit, then only I water it. Right now you can see it's drooping a little bit and it has become soft. I haven't watered it like last 2 weeks. I haven't watered it, so maybe it's asking for water now. So I'll water it in another day or two, because I can still feel the soil little bit wet, and the foliage is, few of them have become soft but few of them are still firm. So I wait for them to be droopy, then only I water them. So this is the Philodendron Brazil. It's the best option to gift it to your friends. Even if you are looking for a vining plant, and you know, it looks really beautiful in hanging planter, but I prefer it keeping on the edge of the table. So when it foliage falls, it vines falls down, it gives really pretty look. So I prefer to keep it on the corner of my table. It looks really pretty like that. Which is Syngonium. I have two varieties of Syngonium. One is this pink Syngonium. If you can see, it has pink colored leaves, and it continuously keeps on shooting new growth before unfurling. If you can see this leaf, it yet has to unfurl. It not unfurled completely, and it already has started growing another new leaf. If you can see, it continuously keep on growing. I love this plant. It's a good growing plant, and I love its color, the shades it offers. The other one I have kept it in my balcony, where it gets full sunlight full day. I have west facing balcony, so I get full day sunlight, afternoon light also, and it's doing fine there. It can do better in shady places, it can do better in bright light, it can do better in direct sunlight. Even if you keep it in low light, it will do better, and in low light it starts whining really. And the one which I'm showing, it stays in my balcony. It is white colored Syngonium, and I did not buy this plant. I got the cutting from my society's garden. I saw it whining there, so I get cutting from there. I grew roots in water, and then I planted it in the pot, continuously shooting new growth, and I'm super happy with this plant. It's really low maintenance plant. And again, watering, you have to check the soil before watering. It has to be totally dry, then only you water it. Don't overwater your plants. Don't overwater. I keep on telling this, don't overwater your plants. That's overwatering is going to cause problems. So this is the another plant which is the best gift option for your friends, and it looks very pretty. As if you are buying this size plant, you can keep it on your desk. If you are buying this one, you can keep on the floor, or you can elevate a little bit your planter and then keep it on the floor. It looks beautiful wherever you keep it. It looks pretty. So that's the Syngonium. So my next plant is which I keep on showing you guys again and again and again and again. That is this beautiful ZZ. This is super hardy, super pretty, and super low maintenance plant, because you don't have to water it much. Okay, actually this plant structure is like this. This is petioles. These are its petioles, and below its petioles it has rhizomes. It grows inside the soil. It has rhizomes inside which stores lot of water, and through rhizomes it starts rooting, and even its roots, if you see, they are thicker, and they also store water. So it does really good in underwater. Do not water it much. Once a month. You can check according to the conditions at your house. If you are keeping it in very dark area, it does well in dark, it does well in bright light also. I have kept it in bright light and it's doing fine. One I have kept it in dark, low light, there also it's doing fine. So this is the best plant to gift. It looks beautiful, it purifies your air, and you don't have to think much about it. You just have to keep it there. This is the plant number 9. ZZ Zamioculcas zamiifolia. I like its scientific name and I have by-hearted it and I have kept it in my mind. I never forget this name. You want to add some color, you can go for Raven ZZ, which is a little bit blacker side. It looks really beautiful, so you can go for that Raven ZZ. Then you get variegated variety also, which I have recently seen in one of the local nurseries over here in Pune. I'm going to buy it next time. I didn't buy it that time. I thought maybe next time I'll buy it. So you get variegated also, you get Raven also, and you get Dwarf variety also, which is called Zanzi. I think Zanzi they call it. That is also look pretty. That also looks pretty. And my last plant on today's list is Neon Pothos, which is super easy to maintain and super hardy, and every house can have that plant. Let me grab it first. Actually, it's winding down and I didn't want to spoil its foliage. It's winding down, so I didn't want to keep it on the floor like this. But now I will show you. I have this Neon Pothos. If you can see over here, see how much long it's growing. Earlier I had kept it in bright light, okay, and it was winding good, and now I have shifted it in low light. It does well, it grows well in bright as well as low light also. Only thing is, if you keep it in low light, these leaves start becoming yellow, more of yellow side. This green variegation you can see on this leaf, this green variegation, it doesn't give that much of variegation on its leaves if you keep it in low light. See, if you can see, it looks really beautiful, as if somebody just gave a stroke from their brush. It looks that beautiful. I just love that. I just love those strokes on its leaves. It's one of my favorite plants, you know. And I completely ignore this plant. It does fine. Yeah, it got mealybugs. Now I have cleaned them, but they keep on coming back. So I have to keep an eye, and I have to keep on treating them, because this is my favorite plant and I don't want it to get spoiled due to mealybugs. So, and this is really low maintenance plant. Same with watering. Check its soil before watering it. If you overwater it or underwater it, it's going to tell you. You know, it starts turning its leaves yellow if you are overwatering it or you are watering it irregularly. You should check its requirement, and accordingly you should make a schedule of it, when to water it, and just water it that time. And while watering, soak it well, because it has roots everywhere inside also, so water should reach till all the roots. And I feed them with seaweed extract, sometimes with tea which we drink. That tea water I give them. They respond really well to tea water. So this is my plant number 10, which is the last plant on today's list. So I hope you like my today's video. Keep on buying plant, keep on gifting plant, as now you know which plants you can gift to your friends if they are not a plant person. If they are a plant person, then you can go for little bit hard level plants like this. These all which I told are easy. This is little bit harder. If you want someone to turn into a plant person, a person who doesn't have any knowledge, he is just a beginner, then definitely go for all these 10 options. They are really good. Trust me, your friends are going to be happy and they are going to bless you, and nature is also going to bless you, because you are encouraging people to plant more plants, to get more plants, If you want to gift your friends, definitely go for green gifting. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching my plants, my beautiful plants, and my video. If you like my video, do like it, and please leave a comment how you find my plants, how you like my video. Please comment. And thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you so much for subscribing. You guys take care. Bye. See you next time.